Play through server performance. You're watching Castlehill. We're realizing that a C-bill limiter is a terrible idea for putting lists together on a fly, so we're doing that. Clear comms, Proxima has to talk. Teams are tied 1-1 on map 2. The defending forces of the Duchy whacked the hell out of the Blakists side. It was a very interesting fight. Recommend you watch the video. This is version 8.0 of Living Legends. Go download it if you're gonna come play with us. Servers here. I'll show you right now, so you believe me. Look at that. Look at all those players. 3 servers you could be playing on right now. So come join us. Come play. Cast March is slowly getting back to its normal schedule. There is a 30-minute time limit. A flying asset does not count as a carrying asset if it's the last thing alive. That team automatically loses. It would not be fair to allow it to fly really high and wait for time to run out. So Serpentis flying. Unlimited ammo on the machine guns now. Apparently, air has received better radar, but in the update they don't have as much of an advantage of being able to balloon over the top of something, because mechs have regained their ability when crouched to tilt up far enough to hit things, which was not necessarily the case in the last one. You can see there's lots of cover here for against the flying device. My understanding is that with radar off now, these things have like 500 meter detection range, and that they have 1500 meter radar on all assets now. So we've had first contact. Any holds from here on out will require the permission of both faction leaders. And if that's the case, you will hold and then inform me. Normally use what's called the battle value system, where we evaluate each of the assets in Living Legends, all 360 of them, and sit there and give it a numeric value based on how dangerous we feel it is in general. And 1 is something that's a junk. 5 is something that can destroy like 3 other mechs. And they've been playing this for 2 weeks, and there are 10,000 camos available now. That's no words. No words. This is Castlehill, a map that I've drug out of the storage thing. Nobody played this for quite a while, a couple years, so we decided to come in. Got 40 plus people connected on the Huntress network at the moment, which is pretty cool. 2 servers. Each of the servers can take about 28 players before they start to bug out. Big battles today. We were going to start 4v4, and we waited long enough. We were able to go. God, what was that? About 8v8. One of the lists was like tanks versus these like heavy mechs, and the whole strategy kind of changed because we added a bunch of solitaires, a light mech with a big sawed-off shotgun. So that was pretty fun. Both teams are playing pretty cautiously right now. Proxima's team is trying to. I just realized it's a bit strange, isn't it? Burner wants to get in. Burner wants to push. Some new names dropping in. Some old veterans we haven't seen in a while. Player population has definitely grown recently. This is my first time back. Videos that you've been seeing were recorded ahead of time. I took 2 weeks off. Decided to take a break and come back, and glad to be back, have some fun. Somebody's got their speakers on the channel. Won't be able to do anything about that. You're currently following the Duchy of Small team. Hold granted. Match has begun. 24 minutes remain. 24 minutes remain. You're listening to Proxima's channel. He is the Blakists side. He's the leader of that team, and you're watching the Defender side. Teams deciding to just rush each other. Proxima's trying to decide if they want to stay or not. Thunderbird in a tank. Get you some decent camera angles. Team's working with some distance. Wraith has some distance with his rifleman, but has to be very careful not to take too many hits because rifleman doesn't have a ton of armor. At least that used to be the case. I don't know if that's the case anymore. I can sit here and give you all the analysis I want. Serpentis scouting their position movements. Proxima trying to utilize whatever range advantage they have. Machine guns are unlimited ammo until it runs hot, so you have to have there's a cooldown period. That is one of the changes. Looks like we're playing on a golf course at this point. So right now, if nothing died on the red team and we sat here for the next 24 minutes, 22 minutes, they would win by default. But nobody likes those games. Nobody likes those kind of games. Of course, Silver, he's got too many players on. His connection's taking a nosedive. Surprised they're pushing. Really surprised they're pushing. Burner deciding to push, get it over with. Trying to tell everybody to go at once. They're trying to set up a moving firing line. That's something you want to see with brawlers, I would argue. A lot of firepower going on for both teams. Who's going to concentrate on that? Well, Burner's team is a little bit spread out here, but they're trying to put pressure from the sides. We'll get you in on the next one. Glad to have you. trading pretty favorably at the moment. Proxima telling his team to get some distance. Trading pretty favorably at the moment. This is going to be a close fight. Will Silver have enough control over his mech to join the fight? Feel for him. We're right on the edge of where his connection is. He's out of the field. The Cougar F is powerful, but given the kind of tonnage we're dealing with here on the field, I don't think that it's going to make too much of a difference. Out of anything, it might be more important as a carrying asset. You can see the team's just trading everything they've got at this point. I mean, it's just a slugfest right now. You can see Proxima down, so his communication for his team is down. I'm a bit surprised to I hear a bit of chatter between Kentax and Gibbon, but they're pretty busy fighting at the moment. Burner's team's starting to get the advantage. The Brawlers, and they're able to move in on there, and it's starting to look like we might have a decision here shortly, because that's a rifleman, that's not a lot of firepower or armor left down there. So they're starting to get some control. Looks like Burner's team able to focus fire better, able to utilize their weapons range advantage once they got up close. The Donar really helped in reporting their positions and forcing Proxima to engage at a distance that he probably wasn't comfortable doing. I think we've got a hell of a video here. All the fights have been good so far today, and I think we're good to go. And there's been a raid called, I believe, so it'll be interesting to see what this goes. Thank you for watching the Chaos March Network. We'll see you next time as the defenders go up 2-1.